Good morning, and welcome to Group 5's project proposal. Our topic is Improving Access to American Sign Language at U of T. Sit back, relax, and enjoy as our team members Astrid Manzanilla, Taksha Krishnagomad, Ariel Steriski, Dora Fu, and myself, Juan Antonio, take you through our process. Here's a brief overview of our project proposal. First, we will identify the user group, the barriers that they face, and we'll explain the research that led us to this realization. Next, we'll look at some foreseen challenges as we continue our research, and we'll finish off by sharing our thoughts and ideas about the tentative redesign.
Now we will be presenting our user group.
Our team is researching the current challenges deaf students face when experiencing access to American Sign Language classes. We aim to design accessibility solutions with the goal to improve the quality of American Sign Language education for the deaf community.
Barriers.
American Sign Language classes lack pedagogical conscientious structure and in-class accessibility, resulted by the absence of differentiation in class levels. Furthermore, government policies default families with deaf members to choose between limited education options, which in this case is sign or spoken language. This is caused by the lack of educational institutions in Ontario to cater to deaf students. Attitudinal barriers arise from misunderstandings that operate around the concept of sign language and limited American Sign Language support at home with deaf family members. Lastly, due to the absence of inclusive American Sign Language education, this can and has resulted in perpetuated stigma. One of the major physical barriers is the limited geographic accessibility of American Sign Language education in Ontario. There is only 3 schools in Ontario, located in Belleville, London, and Milton, that offer services for deaf students. This attributes to the extensive travels for students who do not have these schools located near their residence. Our primary focus is on addressing organizational barriers for deaf students attempting to access American Sign Language classes at the University of Toronto. University of Toronto offers American Sign Language classes and a club that were created rather recently and have the potential to be tailored to the specific needs of deaf students.
We will now be presenting our research.
The research we conducted explores ASL courses and programs offered to deaf students within Canada, in particular focusing on formal offerings from U of T, TMU, and George Brown College. 3 themes appeared, such as having different levels of ASL courses, limited enrollment, and having deaf professors or instructors. Firstly, we discovered that having varying levels of ASL courses supports students' learning and flexibility and skill building, as demonstrated by the Toronto Metropolitan University TMU. Secondly, we discovered that there is a limitation in enrollment for ASL courses at U of T. Currently, UTSC and UTSG have a class size of 25 to 35, and UTM has no ASL courses. Lastly, we discovered that having deaf professors or instructors helps students to immerse themselves within deaf culture and community, as demonstrated by George Brown College. Upon reflection, there are 2 missing aspects from our research, such as understanding the hiring process of deaf professors or instructors at U of T, TMU, and George Brown College. Funding is supported for courses that are considered specialty, language, social justice, and/or related where ASL could fall under. This will help us understand the gaps in the shortage of deaf professors or instructors, which ultimately impact ASL course offerings and class sizes at U of T.
For our final report, we plan to conduct research by collecting primary and secondary research via social media, blogs, and testimonials that target directly our user group at U of T. We will continue to collect and analyze this research to learn about the present issues with the U of T's ASL curriculum and system. Lastly, we aim to contact ASL U of T professors, other universities' ASL programs, and the director of the ESL Club to validate our research and redesign ideas. Now we will present the foreseen challenges of our research project. The first challenge we foresee is collecting recent primary research on our specific user group at U of T through online methods, as not all U of T students share publicly their experience with the current curriculum. The second challenge we foresee is identifying the key stakeholders, the cultural and social consequences, and the sustainability and maintenance of our proposed redesign ideas. This can be challenging, as in-depth research will have to be conducted by researching the U of T system and curriculum. The last foreseen challenge is receiving positive and prompt responses within the project timeline from the field experts we will contact in the middle stage of the project.
In addressing the educational needs of the deaf community at U of T, we propose a tentative redesign to expand and enhance ASL education. One of our foremost suggestions is for the U of T administration to increase ASL class offerings across all campuses, providing varying instruction levels to cater to both beginners and advanced students. Furthermore, we suggest that digital learning innovation consider introducing online ASL courses, which will enhance accessibility without the constraints of physical classroom spaces. Additionally, the U of T hiring committee should prioritize recruiting deaf ASL instructors to foster a more authentic learning environment. Beyond the classroom, we suggest that the U of T administration and library services consider developing an ASL resource center. This center, available both physically and online, could provide invaluable learning materials and tools. Lastly, U of T and student organizations could host regular ASL-centric events, workshops, and seminars to foster community engagement and awareness about ASL and the deaf community.
Thank you for listening. Do you have any questions?